Recording started. Cool. So, folks, good afternoon. We're going to be learning about our geometry lesson, which is nothing but we'll have a quick recap as to what we did in the last 2 lectures. Okay. So, quickly, one after the other, come off mute and tell me what is the alternate angles test? Quickly. Just come off mute and answer.
Bhaiya, can I?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
If one of the pairs of alternate angles is congruent, then the lines are parallel.
Thank you so much. Yes, absolutely. So, if a pair of alternate angles formed by transfer of two lines is congruent, the two lines are parallel, basically. Yeah. Next test, folks. Come on, quickly come off mute and tell me. It's pretty easy. Like alternate angle, just change one word and you'll get the corresponding angles test.
Bhaiya, if
Yeah,
a
go
pair
on.
of corresponding angles formed by a transversal of two lines is congruent, then the two lines are parallel.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Pisha. So yeah, alternate angles now. If you know alternate angles test, just change the alternate word to corresponding and you get the second test. Okay. So this is the test on the screen for you. And the last one, folks, interior angles test. Come on, now this is also pretty easy. We did this last time. So one of you just quickly come off mute and answer this so that we can go ahead to what we're going to be doing today. Come on, no one. You forgot what is alternate angles test. Seriously. Piyush,
Can
I'm
I?
gonna request someone else to. Yeah, go ahead, Sakshi.
When two lines intersect, the pairs of opposite angles are congruent equal.
Okay. Actually, you know what, Sakshi, interior angles test is based on angles. Okay. So this is one thing you have to keep in mind is alternate angles and corresponding angles. These two tests are for congruency, for equality. Interior angles test is not for equality. It is for calculating the angles. So it is for, when I say supplementary, I say 180 degrees. So difference between, just when I'll start the laser pointer, so it will be easier. Okay, cool. So these two angles you see, these two tests you see, these are for equality. Okay, so we check whether the angle is equal or not. For interior angles test, we don't check for equality, we check for the value of the angles. That means that R is the sum equal to 180. Okay, are you understanding like the difference between these two tests and this test?
Yes.
All right, cool. So, folks, this is just a quick recap as to what we are going to be doing today. And now we're going to be continuing. So I'll tell you in brief what we'll be doing. So as usual, this is like a basic requirement for me because I tell you this so that you're clear as to what we're going to be doing. Class में क्या करने वाले? Okay. So first is read and understand the problem. So there are 3 problems based on the test and from your textbook, obviously. We are going to be reading them and understanding them. And then nothing. We're just going to be using the test we learned in the last 2 lectures and find a solution. That's it. Nothing, nothing rocket science, nothing difficult. 3 different types of sums. And the 4th sum I'm going to be giving you, which you have to solve on your own and send the pic to me on WhatsApp. So that will be the 4th sum, and I'll tell you what it is afterwards. Okay. So the first sum for today, I'm going to request someone to come off mute and quickly read this for us. The first sum.
Bhaiya, may I?
Go ahead.
In figure 2.18, y is equal to 108 degree and x is equal to 71 degree. Are the lines L and M parallel? Justify.
Okay, folks. So just a minute. I forgot to save the PPT which I edited. So okay. So not to have a lot of confusion, let's say this is angle X, okay, and this is angle Y over here. So these are interior angles now. And we have to prove whether line L and line M are parallel, okay. So can anyone tell me like what I should do? It's pretty easy because we have this on the screen. We have the values of X and Y. And I'll give you a hint. You think about interior angles test. So we can solve it accordingly. Okay. So just to be clear, this is angle X over here. Okay. Angle X. And this is angle Y. Okay. This niche order. I forgot to save the PPT after editing it. So because of that, that is happening. Just bear with me this time. Okay, folks. So anyone, quickly come off mute and tell me what can be the next step. Whatever you think.
Write the given.
Yeah, wonderful. So yeah, folks, always write the given. So whenever you are solving these types of sums in geometry, I request you to divide it into three parts. First is write the given. Second is write the to prove. What are we proving or what are we finding out? And the third one is the solution, obviously. So in given, I'm going to write line N is a transversal of line L and line M. Obviously, as you can see in the figure over here, line N is the transversal of line L and M. Okay, cool. Angle X is equal to 71 degrees, angle Y is equal to 107. Why do I, sorry, this should be 108. Oh my God, so many mistakes today. So, okay. So this is what happens if you make PPTs in a hurry. 108, okay. All right. So Y is equal to 108 degrees. What I have to prove is, obviously it's given in the statement lines L and M are parallel or not. Oh God. Okay. Folks, just give me a second. This example we can do. Okay, we'll do it right now. There's so many mistakes in this PPT. My God. Okay. Forget this. All right. My God. Yeah. So solution, folks, is nothing but very easy. First is angle X is equal to 71 degrees and angle Y is equal to 108, which is given in our problem. So the way we write a solution is we write the step over here and we write the reason for it. So always, whenever you are writing it in your exams, in your textbook, always write the step over here, okay, and give the reason for that step, because that's the way we write it, and it will be easier for you to also, understand, Acha, why have I written this? And it makes me as a teacher understand that, okay, I understand, like, why are you writing this? Okay, so the step is this. Why is it? Because it is given in the question. I go to the next step. Angle X plus angle Y is equal to 71 degrees, and this is, so the total is 179. Okay, so this is 179 degrees right now. Just a second. Okay, 179 degrees. All right. So now we already have our answer. The interior angles are 179 degrees. So are these two lines parallel or not? Can anyone tell me? Yeah, why is it not? Why are they not parallel?
Because the sum of interior angles should be 180.
Absolutely. See, that's it. That's like this. The entire question is done now. Consecutive interior angle should always be supplementary 180 degrees. Therefore, these lines are not parallel. And why is it not parallel? Again, I've given the reason over here, because interior angles test, folks. Okay. So this interior angles test. That's why. That's it. Like, that's it. That's the reason. That's how you do something like these. Okay. Nothing difficult. So I go to the next step. I go to the next sum. Okay. So this is sum number 1 done. Go to the next sum. Can anyone read this for me? Very short, one sentence.
In the given figure, if angle A is equal to angle B, then prove that line 11,
Line L.
angle parallel line M.
Yes. So in the given figure, means this figure, if angle A is congruent, okay, folks. Aditya, please don't have it on the screen, man. Okay. So this sign is not equality. Okay, this is congruency. So okay, now this is something I have to clear with you. It is a very important thing in mathematics. Is that, folks? Okay, I'll just draw it. So if I say that angle A is equal to angle B, okay. So I write this equality sign over here. But if I say angle A is congruent to angle B, I draw this sign. So you have to draw this like a sign, like a, like a wave on top of the equality sign. I say angle A is congruent to angle B. And why do I say it? What is the difference? You'll say, bhaiya, difference kya hai? What is the difference is, basically angle A is equal to angle B means that they are equal in direction, length, and angle. So I'll give an example on the screen. Let's say I have like this, a line like this. Let's say a line like this. Okay. And I say angle A and angle B. Okay. They both are 90 degrees. Angle A and angle B are 90 degrees. They don't look 90 degrees, but because I'm annotating on the screen, but it's 90 degrees over here. Okay, so angle A and angle B both are 90, but they are not equal. They are congruent. Now you would say, why, bhaiya, why are they not equal? Is because the direction of the angle is different. So when I say direction, what does it mean is angle A, if you look over here, angle A, it goes to this side. And Shubham, please don't annotate on the screen. Okay. And when I say angle B, I say on this side. Okay. Direction is different, folks. Direction is different, but the value is same. That's why I say angle A is congruent to angle B. But if I have two angles like this, let's say I have angle A over here, which is again 90 degrees. I have angle A over here. Okay. And at the same time, there is a line which goes like this. And this is also 90 degrees. And I say angle B. Now, angle A will be equal to angle B. You are understanding this? The direction is also same. They're both in this direction. See. So I would say angle A is equal to angle B. Okay. So if I understood what congruency and equality is, just give me a thumbs up. If not, then I'll put yes in, put in the chat box because I can see your faces right now. Yeah. And why did I just tell you all of this is because it's not in a syllabus, but it is very important for you to understand as students, as mathematicians, what is the difference between these two signs. Okay. This one is equality, this one is congruency. Okay. And equality means it's equal in all proportions, direction, length, and angle. And this congruency means only the value is same. Okay, cool. So I'll go ahead. This is just a quick, I just waylaid from the topic because I thought this was important. It is important actually. Yeah, cool. So we'll go ahead. Again, 3 steps, folks, divided into given, to prove, and solution. So this is what we do, given, to prove, and solution. So I write the given. Line N is a transversal line L and M, as from the figure we can see. Angle A is congruent to angle B. This is given over here. Okay, this is given over here. Yeah. What do we have to prove? We have to prove whether line L is parallel to line M. Where is this given? This is given here. So we come to the solution. Okay. So solution is now angle A is equal to angle B. Now you would say, Bhaiya, आपने इधर फिर से equal क्यों लिखा? Why is equal written over here? So that is my mistake actually, because the keyboard pay you don't find the congruency sign, so that's why. So this is actually congruent. Okay, so I'll just write congruent. Or you can also write equality, like in your papers it will be okay, because like people say chalta hai, jaane do. So yeah, it could be okay if you just write equality, but I just wanted you to understand the difference between the two. Okay, so again, angle A is equal to angle B, reason is given, and I have written also the step number 1. Next step, angle A is equal to angle C and angle B is equal to angle D. Okay, so what I have to prove is line L is parallel to line M and angle A is equal, and I know angle A is equal to angle B. So what I did was I took 2 more angles over here, angle C and angle D, and as we know opposite pairs are equal, so I have angle A is equal to angle C and angle B is equal to angle D. But folks, if you see clearly now, like if you pay attention, you will see that C and D, they are a pair of alternate angles. Okay, so we have already proven A is equal to B. We have proven C is equal to D. See, angle A is equal to C, B is equal to D. We know A is equal to B. That means obviously C is equal to D. And what do we know from the alternate angles test is, if alternate angles are congruent, then the lines are parallel. Obviously, yes. So kuch nahi. Go to the next step. Angle A is equal to B is equal to C by D because of these 2 things. Angle C and D are a pair of alternate angles which are congruent. Over here, these ones. I'll just annotate quickly so that you understand. These ones, I'm talking about this. Okay. And nothing. Then this is the reason line L is parallel to line M. Why? Because alternate angles test. See, done. That's it. Like it's so easy. You just have to use these 3 tests and you just have to think a little. How can it do it? The permutation combination. So that is the beauty of mathematics, to be honest. That's why I love mathematics so much. You can think a lot and you can form your own solutions. So this is the second example. Now I'll go to the third example. Okay. If you have any questions till now, you can ask me. If not, then put a yes in the chat box so that I can understand. You have understood, so that I can move ahead. And
भैया
why?
एक बार रिपीट करो ना वापस, वो जरा कंफ्यूज हो रहा है.
Yeah, sure. Cool. So, Suraj, all right. You asked me, but next time ask me in English, okay?
Okay.
Yes. Cool. Thanks. Okay. Suraj, we have a problem over here. Sorry, problem means problem statement over here, which is in the given figure, which is this figure. Angle A is congruent to angle B. Okay. Angle is congruent to angle B. Then prove that line L is parallel to M. So we have to prove that these two lines are parallel. Okay. So as usual, I divided my sum into three parts, which is given, to prove, and solution. Okay. And in given,
Yes.
obviously, I wrote the given. In to prove, I wrote the two. Now we come to the solution. Now focus on the solution. We know that angle A is equal to angle B over here. Why? Because it is given. But
Yes.
remember the first property. Opposite pair of angles are always equal. So if A and C are the opposite pairs, you see, I'll just annotate it on the screen so that you can understand. So angle A and angle C, they are opposite. So that's why I wrote angle A is equal to angle C over here. Why? Because they are opposite pair angles. Okay. And I also know
Yes.
that angle B and angle D are also opposite if you see on the figure over here. So I wrote angle B is equal to angle
Yes.
D. Okay. So now we have angle A, this one is equal to D, A is equal to C, B is equal to D, then obviously C will be equal to D, right?
Automatically वो तो है.
So C will be equal to D, and what do we know about alternate angles test is that if alternate angles are equal, then the lines are parallel. So we have angle C, which is over here, okay, and we have angle D, which is over here. They are alternate angles which are equal. So we said that. So I said that, okay, cool. Line L is parallel to line M. Understand, Suraj? Yeah, wonderful, great. So this is how we solve the sums in geometry, folks. Nothing difficult. It is not at all difficult. You just have to, use your head a little. कि कैसे हो सकता है? Like you have to think. Acha, I have 3 tests. How can you apply it in the sum? Okay. So just hold on a second. Okay, good. So I go to the third numerical now, folks. Now pay attention. This is actually, it is not difficult, but yeah, you will understand. You guys are smart. So I'm going to request someone to quickly come off mute and read it for us so that we can go ahead. Okay.
Can I?
Now go ahead, Radha.
In the given figure, if angle A is congruent to angle B and angle X is congruent to angle Y, then prove that line L is parallel to line N.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. So, folks, again, what we do is we divide it into 3 parts. First is given, to prove, and solution. Just a minute. Okay. In given, we write the given. In to prove, we write the to prove. Okay. So I hope you have understood this. So now we have to prove, folks, is that line L is parallel to line M. Now keep it in mind, okay? You have to always focus on this, is that right now we are seeing there are 3 lines, L, M, and N, and there is one more line, line K, okay? But these 3 lines, they look parallel. They look parallel, but they aren't. Like, they may be parallel, but in the sum, they have not specified that whether these lines are parallel or not. So unless and until it is specified or given in the example or the problem statement that lines are parallel to each other, you should not assume them. And why am I telling you this is? It is important. Is that if they look parallel and if you use some property and you solve and you come to some solution, you will think that, yeah, it is right, but it isn't. So unless and until it is given in the problem statement that lines are parallel, you should not assume that they are parallel. Understood? This is very important, folks, because it is our job as mathematicians to prove that. So just because it seems parallel, it is not. Okay. If it's given in the problem statement, then fine. Yeah, it is parallel. But it is not given over here. So I don't know if they are. So I'll prove it. Okay. So if I understood what I just said, put yes or give me a thumbs up. Because this is a very important part, because students make a lot of mistakes in it. They say, "Bhaiya, it looks parallel, so that is assumed parallel." So nahi, aisa nahi karna. Okay, cool. So we'll solve the last sum. It's pretty interesting, very easy. Actually, I love this sum because it uses two properties instead of one. So folks, okay, we'll focus only on L and M, or no wait, M and N. So focus only on these two lines, okay, these and this. Angle A is equal to angle B and angle X is equal to angle Y. Why? What is the reason is given. Okay. Now if you see angle X and angle Y, they form a pair of congruent alternate angles. Pay attention. These are two lines and this is one line. I don't know, the name of the line is not given. We have two lines, X and Y. Okay. And in the problem statement, it was given that these two lines, X and these two angles are congruent. It is given over here. See. So now I know, but I can see that wait, they are alternate angles. They look like alternate angles over here. Okay. So they look like alternate angles. So what do I say? Now folks, come on. One of you come up and tell me if these two are alternate, then these two lines are M and N are
Parallel.
yeah, obviously. See, it's logic. So obviously, yeah. Therefore, line N and line M are parallel. Why? Because alternate angles test. Okay. Now we go to the second part. Second part, mate, is given angle B and angle A are congruent. Now, folks, pay attention. We have a transversal. Aditya, you have raised your hand.
Yes, I want to give the answer.
Okay, you want to give the next answer. Okay, wait, just a minute. Let me complete the new answer. Okay. So
Yes.
we have a transversal K over here. We have two lines L and M. And angle B is equal to angle A. So we have to prove whether they're parallel or not. So are they? Now, Aditya, if you want to give the answer, you can.
Yes, they are parallel due to corresponding angles test because A and B are corresponding angles.
Wonderful. Yeah, so that is the answer. Thank you. So yeah, angle A and angle B are a pair of congruent corresponding angles. Because see over here. Yeah. Understand? So I have proven that angle A and angle B are equal, which is given. So line L is parallel to line M. Okay. So corresponding angles test. Now, folks, we have to prove line L is parallel to line N. Okay. We have already proven M is parallel to N and L is parallel to M. So by transitivity, what is the next step is that line L is parallel to line N. Why is it so? Because we proved in this step, in the first step over here, that these two lines are parallel to each other. Okay. In this step over here, we proved that this line is parallel to this line.
So bhaiya, we can cut out the common one like M, and then we will get L is parallel to N.
Yeah, cut out. You don't need to cut out. Basically, it is known as property of transitivity. I think you must have learned this actually in the last year or 7th standard. I don't know. Transitivity means that if I have object 1, object 2, and object 3, okay, I have 3 objects. A, B, C, D. Let's say A, B, C, D. I have object A, object B, object C. Or let's say I have chairs. Okay, 3 chairs. Chair A, chair B, chair C. Chair A is equal to chair B. Exactly same. They're identical. And chair C is identical to chair B. So obviously, chair A will be equal to chair B, right? They will be identical. You're understanding this? It's pretty like, think about it, folks. I have 3 objects. Object 1 is equal to object 2. Object 3 is equal to object 2. Then obviously, object 1 will be equal to object 3, right?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So same. It is known as property of transitivity. If you haven't learned, then today you have learned. Okay. So by using property of transitivity, I come to the conclusion that, line L is parallel to line M. Okay. So we have solved now 3 sums and we have used all 3 properties in it: congruency, corresponding angles, alternate, and interior. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you independent practice time. Give you a sum, and you have to think. Okay, now this sum, it actually pretty easy if you know how to do it. I'm going to give you 7 minutes. You have to solve it on your own. Okay, whatever, like how much ever you can solve it. Use your own head. Okay, and it's actually pretty fun to do. Like use different formulas to come to the solution, and you have to take a pic and post it on the WhatsApp group, not group. Send it to me personally. Yeah, send it to me personally. You have 7 minutes, and after that, we come back. When you come back to the meeting, I will like you tell me the steps, and I'll write it on the screen for everyone. Okay, because even I have to solve this now. I have not solved it. I just wrote it on the PPT. Cool. So independent practice time, folks. These are the instructions. So quickly, who hasn't spoken till now? Suhas, can you just come off mute and read the instructions for me on the which are on the screen?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
You have 7 minutes to read and solve the problem. Second, you are done. Send a pic to me personally on WA. And third, also put a done in the chat box. Fourth, and then we will solve it on the screen. You all have to tell me the steps.
Yes, absolutely. So, folks, this is the independent practice time, and I am now going to post the question on the screen. I request one of you to just quickly take a screenshot. Okay, cool. Just a minute, just hold on a sec. Sandesh, I will send you my number. Okay, just a minute. So this is the sum. Now it may look difficult, okay, but it is not. So I'm gonna request someone who hasn't spoken to read it for us. So let's say Abhiraj, can you come off mute and read it for me? Uh, Question number 4. Abhiraj, are you there with us? Yeah, Shubham, just
Can
a
I read,
second.
Bhaiya?
Yeah, just a minute, just let you know. Your friends who have not spoken, I also want to hear their voices. So that's why I do this basically. Like some of you really, contribute in the class. I love that. But I also have to give your friends a chance, right? Because all of us are a class. That's why. Okay, cool. Karan, if you are there, just read the fourth sum for us quickly, so that you guys can go ahead, and solve it. You don't waste much time. And when you are solving, even I'll solve because I haven't solved this sum yet. So yeah, Karan, are you there? If you are there, read this fourth numerical for us. Come on, folks. Now this is really bad. Uh, you shouldn't do this. Our lecture is hardly like half an hour, 40 minutes, and you pull stunts like this. Anyway, I'm gonna let this go. Shubham, quickly read it for us so that we can go ahead.
In the given figure, if ray A is parallel to ray DE, angle C is equal to 50 degree and angle D is equal to 100 degree. Find the measure of angle ABC. Hint: draw a line passing through a point C and parallel to line.
All right, thank you so much. So yeah, this is our question, and the given and the to prove, I'll write it for you. Okay, you have to write the solution. You have 7 minutes. So what is the time right now? Just let me check. 12:38. Okay, cool. 12:45 we come back. Okay. Somebody just take a screenshot of this and put it on the group.
Bhaiya, someone has sent it already.
Best. Cool. 12:45, folks. I want you back till then. Work on this. Okay. And after that, you send me a done in the chat box. Ki bhaiya, I'm done. So that I can go ahead. Okay. Cool. I play some music for us till then. Okay. I'm gonna keep my video off. Actually, yeah, I'll keep my video off. Cool. And if you have any questions, I'm here. So you can ask me. Okay. Great. So
मतलब A B जो ray है ना, I
okay.
extended that ray.
Understood. Cool. Wait a minute. I also do the same thing. Okay. So let's say we have one ray like this. Okay. Then we have one ray like this.
Yes.
And we have one. You did something like this.
Yes.
Yes, bhaiya. I
And
also did
Prathamesh,
something
you are
like
also
this.
raising your hand. So after Shubham, tells, then we will go on. Okay.
Bhaiya, and I put 80 degree on the left side of 100 because the linear pair is the sum of angles is 180 degree. So I
Okay.
put it 180, which
So
means
just
80 degree.
so here you're saying you put 80 degrees.
Yes.
Okay, great. Cool. After that, what? Shubham.
After that, I mixed means there is 50 degrees, so I also put 100 there.
Here. Here,
Ye-
where? Okay, cool. So you put the entire angle as 100. So this
Yes.
entire angle is 100 degrees. Okay, cool. After that,
And in the right side of it, 80 degree
why is it 80?
because the sum of angles is 180 degree.
Also, Shubham, you're right. It is linear pair. Also, if you see, they are alternate angles. This and
Yes.
this. Great. So if this is 100, then what is this angle now?
50.
Yeah, cool. So this is 50 degrees. Wonderful. Yeah. After that,
उसके आगे का प्रथमेश को बोलने दो.
okay, Prathamesh, after that you have the solution. Go ahead. Prathamesh, yeah, okay, you can tell your
मेरा
solution.
different solution.
Okay, no
My
problem, folks.
solution is different.
All right. ठीक है. Let's do one thing.
बोलो क्या?
Just a minute, na, Prathamesh. Just hold on a second. Okay, Shubham, you did so much. Okay, so you have done till there. Okay, so I'll continue from here. Okay, so we have 50 degrees over here. Understand? If I use, let's say alternate angle, yeah. So I can write 50 over here. I can write
Yes.
50 degrees over here. Right?
Yes.
So then what does this become now?
100. No.
100.
No.
Then what is this? 100 and
180.
180 minus
Yeah.
50, how much is it?
180 minus 50.
130.
130.
Exactly. Great. So this is like one solution we have. Prathamesh, now you can tell me your solution.
I extended this DE, AB, and line C.
Just a minute, let me extend this over here. So you extended this, you extended this, and line like this. Okay, great. After that, and this like this.
हाँ
Yeah.
नहीं
After
ये
that,
वाली नहीं ऐसे नहीं extend किया ये वाला not like this. I made a transversal.
अच्छा, you extended it niche. Okay, good. Wait a minute.
हाँ
Cool.
yes
Like this.
yes.
Okay,
This
cool.
way.
After that,
Now if angle D is 100, so according to corresponding angles, यहाँ का angle will be also 100.
this angle.
This one. हाँ
Wait a minute. This one, right?
yes. हाँ
Cool. Prathamesh, can you annotate on the screen?
हाँ वो वाला 100.
Can you annotate on the screen? If you can, if you cannot, just tell me. Cool. I'll just, okay, you can do it this corresponding angle after that. Because your audio is not clear.
This is 100, then the opposite angles, this will also 100. Using opposite angles, this will be also 100. ये वाला
Okay. Yeah, okay.
हाँ 50 के
After
ऊपर
that,
का ये वाला
Okay. Yeah.
Ha. So if this is 100, then according to that linear angles, this will be 80 here.
Yeah.
80.
Yeah. Okay. So if this is 80, then
So now we got this 80. So फिर वापस से opposite angle. So this angle will also be 80.
yeah.
हाँ.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Then if this angle is 80 and I considered BC, और यहाँ पे कोई सा भी variable ले लो बीच में, I considered this as a triangle.
Yeah.
This as a triangle. So if we got 50, 80, and a triangle has 180. So if we got 50, 80, then the other one will also be 50. Yeah.
Okay.
This angle will be also 50.
And then you use linear pair to calculate the rest of it. Absolutely nice. So Prathamesh, the technique you use now, I used a little different technique. What I did was, I have 100 over here, okay? So this 100, I used the interior angle test. So I got 80 degrees over here. How do I know this? It's because some of interior angles are supplementary, right? So I got 80 over here. Then using opposite, I took 80 over here. Then I used triangle theorem, 50 plus 80. So this is 50 degrees, right? 50 plus 80 is how much? 120, 130, sorry. And then 180 minus 130. So I got 50 degrees over here. And then I used again linear pair to
Same.
take 130. Great.
I got 130.
Yes. Thank you so much. So folks, basically why I did this was, we have three different people with three different solutions. Sorry, the type of solution, like the way of solving is different. The solution is the same. Solution is 130 degrees. But three different people used three different methods to reach it. Okay. So this is the beauty of mathematics. And I'll always, tell you to use different methods. I'm not gonna be like other teachers ki mujhe this method only I want which I've taught. No way. I want new methods, whichever you use, because it shows me that how much thought you're putting into it, how much critical thinking there is. Okay. Wonderful, folks. So this is it for today. I have a little homework for you. I have to give. What can I do? Very easy. 2 questions. You have to only solve 2 questions. Exercise 2.2, question 5 and question 6. Write it in your notebooks. Don't use the net if possible. Use it like critical thinking. Like the same thing you did right now. Same thing. And WhatsApp me personally till 4 p.m. If you have understood the instructions, give me a yes in the chat box. So, oh what? Okay, I am stuck, I guess. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I can say a couple of yeses. Cool, folks. Somebody take a screenshot of this, post it on the group. And we are done for today. Thank you so much for being there.